Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk Show with Waylon Lewis, coming to live from my home today. Today I'm here to talk about Shambhala Day, which is also known as Losar in Tibetan, or the Eastern New Year, the Chinese New Year. They all fall on slightly different dates. Today I'm going to talk about it in the context of Shambhala Day. So I grew up, as I've never before mentioned, in American Buddhist community called Shambhala or Vajradhatu. And Shambhala Day was sort of our Christmas or our biggest day of the year. It's the first day of the new year, the 10 days or 11 days kind of preceding our Dun season, D-O-N season, and they're really rough. And while I'm not a superstitious, astrology-loving kind of guy, it makes organic sense that the end of the year is basically like the accumulated dust bunnies karmically of your speedy, busy, tiring, wonderful year. And you naturally, at the end of winter, it's all on a lunar cycle, you want to, be cozy and meditate, practice, maybe stay close to home with loved ones, do some spring cleaning, and then it's the new year. And so the five things we're going to do or encourage you to do for the new year, and you don't need to be Buddhist or Shambhala or any of that to care about this. You can just sort of do this in the spirit of taking care of yourself and celebrating the new year. Number one, you could begin the day, Shambhala Day, with a few moments of meditation. You could do this every day, of course, and you can do it when you first wake up and before you go to bed. Those are the two most auspicious times in the Buddhist tradition to kind of recapture or protect or nurture our fresh mind. So I'll lead basic meditation right now. Don't worry, it'll only go for about 45 minutes, which makes for riveting YouTube television, or elevision, as I like to call it, being an elephant. So seriously, we'll just do about 20 seconds right now. Take a good posture. Eyes are open because you're trying to stay connected to the world, not shut it out in this particular practice, which is called shamatha in the Buddhist tradition, or resting the mind, learning to rest the mind on the present moment. So the present moment here, the reference point will be the breath in and out. So just ground, connect with the heavens above, then find your heart and your breath in and out. Eyes open, looking down slightly. In breath, out breath. And as you focus on your breath, you'll find your body naturally kind of relax and uplift. So you just rest your attention lightly on the in-breath and the out-breath. Any thoughts that come up, like I'm trying to get this YouTube video done in 3 minutes so it's not too long, I've had a long day, I need to go exercise, that sort of thing. Do I want to go out with friends later, or do I want to stay home and take a bath because my back hurts? You can label all those thoughts. It's fine to think, we're human. I'm thinking about this, and then return my attention to the breath. I'm thinking, return my attention to the breath. And that's it. It's pretty gentle. We're not rejecting our thoughts. To open or conclude your meditation, you can dedicate the merit of that meditation practice and of anything you're doing in that day, Shambhala Day, the whole year, to the benefit of all sentient beings, which includes yourself, but all sentient beings. So that's it. Number one, maybe begin with a moment of meditation. If you're not a meditating type, you can begin with a moment of prayer or a moment of silence or some sort of way to touch in with the ordinary sacredness of your life. We tend to get so caught up in the busyness, the rush of everyday life that we don't stop to reconnect with our basically good human nature and simply appreciate our life as it is right now. And that's a wonderful thing to do to start the year. Number two, you can read about the meaning of the year. So this is the year of the sheep or the goat. Sheep or goat in the Chinese or Eastern or Tibetan horoscope. So you can read about that on elephantjournal.com. There's a great article by my mom actually about the meaning of the year of the sheep. So you can search Year of the Sheep, goat, on elephantjournal.com, or you can certainly Google it elsewhere. For a sort of Buddhist-y take on the meaning of the year, look on elephantjournal.com. Also, we had a video on some of this stuff. You can subscribe to our videos and see some more videos on youtube.com/WaylandHLewis. Subscribe, they're free, or SoundCloud, or Walk the Talk Show on Facebook. Number 2, or are we on 3 now? So study about the meaning of the year and contemplate your year. That's number 2. Number 3, it's a day of celebration. So dress up. I'm going to wear a suit, but dress up, clean yourself, comb your hair, do whatever. Wear some perfume, or I wear bay rum, wear something hopefully natural and non-toxic. Just really celebrate yourself and your life, and then go out and celebrate with friends. You can go to a local Shambhala center. They all have celebrations. Or you can simply celebrate with a loved one. Or if you're alone, that's great. You can go for a hike up to a high place, again, to get a kind of view on your own life and celebrate there alone. So just celebrate in some fashion. It's nice to dress up and have some feeling of celebration. Brunch, dinner, Shambhala center, hike. Again, it's sort of superstitious, Tibetan, Buddhist-y stuff, but it really works. My kind of superstition works. I'm into it. So basically, it's called a La song, LHA. We've talked about La Nien and Lu in another video. If you subscribe, you can search La Nien Lu, LHA. So La song is basically a way to purify your house, your environment, your clothes, favorite possession that you work with every day. It can be something very ordinary, like a phone that you use for your relationships and for your business, or it can be something sacred, like your father's cufflinks, or a Swiss Army knife, or a special book. It can really be anything. A book that's helped change your life. A hat. So you can pass those things through the La song. So what is a La song, you ask? Well, again, you can search on elephantjournal.com and read about it. I don't really care if you read about it on Elephant or not, but we have all these articles there. But a La song is basically, you get some juniper, ideally from a high branch. You should thank the tree and ask permission from the tree, not because we're tree huggers, although I love hugging trees personally, but because you are kind of ripping a little limb off a tree. So just do it nicely, respectfully. Get a little juniper, dry it out, and then you burn it. And on a plate or something, you get it wet first, and you burn it, and the wetness and the dry juniper combine, and it makes this beautiful aromatic smoke, and basically like incense. And then you march through your whole house, if you're doing it in your house, and you can do it with a whole bunch of friends, your family. It's great to do together. And you kind of yell or cry, Kiki, or chant, Kiki, Soso, Ashe, Lagyelo, Takseng, Kundruk, DRK. Or you can just say, Kiki, Soso, Kiki, Soso. Or you should probably not say any of that if you don't really know what it means and don't know what it's about. But if you're in the Shambhala tradition, that's great. Basically, you're saying, let's rouse a good energy of goodness and have a wonderful year, kind of like that, and purify old stagnant energy. So you open up all your windows, you open your cupboards, you do your La song, and open drawers, open anything that might be closed, and you do your La song, and then your whole space is kind of purified and blessed. There's some sense that the smoke is connecting earth and the realm of man and woman with the heavens above. The smoke kind of brings down great energy. And while it's sort of nuts, it's also just kind of symbolic and wonderful. And Buddhism, as the Dalai Lama said, if it conflicts with science, we go with science. So generally, Buddhism is very rational and common sense. This kind of thing is just beautiful and kind of fun, and it does seem to work. You're also supposed to do it if you're trying to clarify or purify a space after a particularly horrible argument with a loved one, or something bad or sad happens. You can do a La song. So don't overdo it. Don't make it a big spiritual thing, but it's a wonderful way to bless your house. And then also communities will get together and do a group losang and bring a sacred implement, like, again, that book or hat or whatever it is, through the losang smoke. So those are 5 things to do on Shambhala Day. Losar, the Eastern, Tibetan, or Chinese New Year. Again, you can read about more stuff on elephantjournal.com, and I wish you a cheerful New Year that may be of benefit to many. Thank you so much.